All right, Katie, while some families gather at ceremonies today, others have chosen to spend the day a little differently. The Hickey family in Bethpage, New York will go to church and have dinner with the squad at Rescue 4 in Queens. That's where Brian Hickey was an FDNY captain before he died at the World Trade Center. Back in December, we met Brian's 10-year-old son, Kevin, and recently we returned to the Hickey household to check in on the family and, of course, our friend Kevin.
I think he's gaining strength with every day, seeing that he can do this, but still has the broken heart, still the little boy. He was lost without Brian.
1 year later, the Hickeys are still lost without Brian, but they're recovering, each on their own time.
He was the whole package. He was honest, he had integrity like I've never seen in a man, compassion.
He was a hero because he was a devoted husband, father, son, and brother.
I want to talk to you a little bit, Kevin, about your dad.
Okay.
We first met Brian's youngest son, 10-year-old Kevin, in December, just 3 months after his father's death.
And he was one of the heroes who went to the World Trade Center that day, wasn't he?
We asked Kevin if there was something we could do that might ease some of his pain, even for just a couple of hours. His wish? To visit Yankee Stadium and meet some of the players.
How you doing? Jason Giambi, buddy.
Kevin managed a few smiles that day. He met Jason Giambi, the team's newest star, who, as luck would have it, had just replaced Kevin's favorite player.
Who's your favorite Yankee? Tino.
Just a few months later, Kevin flew to St. Louis to meet Tino Martinez, that is, his favorite former Yankee, now a Cardinal. But that stadium just wasn't quite like home.
Too much red.
Over the last year, the Hickey family allowed us to share moments like these with a home video camera that we provided.
Happy Valentine's Day, 2010.
School plays, a St. Patrick's Day parade, family vacation, a birthday celebration.
19 years ago. Dennis. I remember Daddy coming out of the hospital doors in a gown. I got a boy!
And a junior prom. Happy moments, but somehow always bittersweet.
I put Brian's duffel bag there. That's the one he used to carry every day back and forth to work. I just kind of assumed it would go there.
Recently, I went back to Long Island to see how Kevin, his mom Donna, and his brothers and sister are doing.
Look at this, we have the same haircut. When did that happen?
I got mine 2 days ago.
Did you? You like it?
Just a few months ago, they moved into a new house, the house that Brian and Donna always dreamed of.
It's really the Brian dream house in general, isn't it?
Yes, the whole thing. The whole thing is the way he wanted it. So I'm building the mansion down here, and he's going to build the mansion up there. That's
nice
how
way
I'm
to look
looking
at
at it, you know?
Great.
Yeah.
Maybe the simplest question and the most difficult question I can ask, and what's this last year been like for you?
A dream, surreal. You know, it still hasn't, it's just unbelievable. They never found him, and that's made it really, really hard.
You're still waiting for some kind of DNA evidence.
You know, I had a funeral. I buried him on his birthday because they did find his helmet, and it was all I was going to get, and I knew that. And it was right. The timing was there. The kids were ready. I was ready. It had been 9 months.
Your son, Danny, made a speech that day, and he said, "My dad's not a hero because of the way he died."
He was a hero because of the way he lived his life.
I was so proud of him at that moment.
He always said, you know, just talk from the heart. Always talk from the heart.
He was a hero because he was kind, generous, and loving.
That's the kind of family I've got. I'm lucky.
How are the kids doing?
They're different. I'm trying to figure them out. You know, there's no blueprint for this, and we're all going to make a lot of mistakes before this is over, if it's ever over. I tried to fill a big hole, is what I tried to do. Oh, overindulged. And it's just recently I'm learning that the hole will never be filled.
For the 3 youngest children, Dennis, 19, Jackie, 17, and 10-year-old Kevin, some of the most difficult years are just beginning, years that are tough to face without a father.
He was basically the one who was guiding me to do like the right things and try to like set goals for myself. But now I just got to do that on my own. So I don't know, it'll take a little while to figure it out.
You say you knew there'd be bad days and your friends knew there would be bad days. Describe a bad day.
You realize that your family's not whole. And like you look at other people and they have like a happy like family, and I don't know, it's different.
Kevin, last time I saw you, it was a really difficult time for you.
Yep.
And tell me how it's gone since then.
Well, I've gone over it, and it's not so sad anymore.
What do you miss most about him?
Everything.
So he's trying to move on
He's
in his own way.
trying to move on in his own way. The only thing that frightens me is you don't know where that fine line is, because I don't want him to ever forget Brian. I want him to know exactly what kind of father he had.
The Hickeys are learning to go on by finding strength in each other.
He was the one that held us all together. Now I have to do it. It's very scary.
So when you hear people say it's time to get back to normal,
I get crazy.
it drives
I
you
get
nuts.
crazy. Because how could you? Don't make that statement, because there's too many of us affected that can never go back to the way it was. You know, no matter how hard we try.
Are there good days?
No.
It's
I
hard
don't
for
know
me
if
to
there's
ask, and
ever
it's
gonna
hard
be
to
a
listen
good-
to your answer.
I don't know if there's ever going to be a good day again. We get through the days. We function. We go through the motions. And I know things change, and I know that there's a lot of things ahead of us that we don't know, and I'm trying to be very positive about that. But the loneliness is incomprehensible. It's not anything you can possibly be prepared for. And it doesn't go away.
But even though he is no longer here in person, his example lives on. These shoes are very hard to fill. I don't think anybody ever will. But his legacy lives on as we use his life as an example to guide us. Happy birthday, Pop.
We want to thank the Hickey family for letting us into their home, and our thoughts and prayers are certainly with them.